Hello everyone, my name is Jacob Stoker and I'm going to be sharing about my internship experience this past fall with Powerplex STL. A little about me, I'm going into my final spring here at UMSL and I am now a double major, but mainly majoring in sports management. My other major is media studies. So real quick, a little overview about what Powerplex is and what they're doing. Powerplex has bought out the old St. Louis Mills Mall in Bridgeton, Missouri. The idea for what Powerplex is supposed to be is they want this to be the next hot spot in all of America that has the ability to have over 30 different sports with the goal to have every sport possible available at this facility to where there's so much going on at the facility that there is not even an interest to want to go downtown and see the arch because there are not only so many different sports going on, but there are so many different activities and restaurants and stores within this old mall that they don't want to leave, and they will spend their days there while they play tournaments, while they play leagues. It's not just limited to sports like baseball and softball, basketball, volleyball. They also have sports like pickleball, darts, and cornhole, and allow open night leagues to allow other attendees to utilize their ability to still play sports and to have fun or have business parties here in the building and allow them to enjoy the facility as much as youth to high school age kids. And even some, they had a college hockey tournament at the ice zone in the hockey rink that is still there, which is the old Blues practice facility. So they're currently trying to fill up as much space as they can until they get the plans finalized for putting all the different sports within the building. They've had events as crazy as dump truck rallies in the parking lot to having a Christmas live show, and they redid one of their bars to be all Christmas themed, and they have special holiday drinks. They open up their pickleball and cornhole. They're trying to maximize what they can do while they have the building, so they're not just sitting dormant waiting for the plans to finalize. So after sharing a little bit about what Powerplex is and what they want to be, originally I was supposed to come on and help with marketing. And I say originally as in that was probably the more minimal part of my entire experience here. I was supposed to come on and help take pictures of things starting to be remodeled for different events occurring at the facility, like practices going on. There was a martial arts event that they had fill up some space. They've had hockey tournaments they've redone, restaurants within the facility, and that was supposed to be my job, was to showcase what was going on at the time to still generate some awareness, some visibility. But that sort of hit the side road as more there was more need for other positions, for other job tasks, and me being fairly expendable, I was thrown in different job positions as I went along. So I started off, after originally signing on with marketing, doing some facility management with opening and closing the building, letting in teams to practice, making sure no one had broken into the building. The teams that were there had what they needed, basic stuff like that. I did that very seldomly, but it was still pretty cool to add that to a list of what I've done, a list of what I've been trained to do. I leaned a little bit more towards content creation rather than the actual marketing. So I had gone up there multiple times to just take pictures and generate videos for the pickleball leagues forming, for the martial arts tournament that had occurred the very first day I was there, and also generated my first ever commercial for the new Christmas bar that they brought up, and they were able to produce in about a month. So it was all really cool stuff I was getting to do, and once the bar was open, I even got drugged into serving and being a server. So that was a cool experience to get to be around all these people, get to experience new jobs I didn't have any idea or any experience before working, or any idea that this would have been something I would have done while I've been here. But it's safe to say that the more I've worked here, the more I've come to expect the unexpected and to do whatever is asked of me. So some goals for the internship, it's pretty basic what I had going into it, but at the time I had lost my previous internship, which was at Powerplex, and there was a gray area of while they were going through new management issues, that I didn't have a place to work. And about a month later, I came back to Powerplex under their new management and found a better role for me, which ended up working out. So at the time, I just needed a place to work. I wanted a place to explore. I was definitely fond of Powerplex and the opportunity that was going to be there. And after waiting a month into the semester, a better opportunity arose for me. So a short little goal was finding a place to work in general. But I was wanting to learn how to market a large organization. So I had done previous work with UMSL Athletics, with marketing there. I've created my own pages, my own business, and have marketed from that. But I've never done anything for a professional organization. And Powerplex, it was a great opportunity to start literally on the ground floor, like while plans were still going through, while different rooms were being made and remodeled. It was a cool other side to an organization to market that hasn't been in such a high demand area yet. And on top of that, expanding the areas of expertise, I knew I was going to be doing more work in a different form than I was used to, and that there was opportunity to do smaller things like possibly be a facility manager. But the other things that ended up coming about during my time with Powerplex really kind of just opened my eyes to the fact that there's so much more out there than just one specific job title. So I was definitely wanting to figure out what else was out there, what else I could do, if I enjoyed anything else on top of marketing or content creation. And after all this, it really just opened my eyes to the fact that the role I had at the time was unlike any other, that I was a marketer, content creator, facility manager, and towards the end of it, I added server to my list, as long as many other small details I could probably milk out a little bit to add to a resume, but I won't go into right now. But did I achieve my goals? Yes, I 100% did, and I achieved goals I didn't set really personally before. You know, there was many check marks that came up as the internship went along, and milestones that were really quite interesting to go through, because they weren't on my radar before, but after crossing them, you know, it set in after the fact that, wow, I just ran this whole facility, you know, my third time being here. I was able to make my own commercial for the first time, you know, stuff like that. There was goals that I didn't set personally, but goals that ended up being achieved after the fact. So real quick, here's some different things that I've learned. One of the takeaways is that you're never limited to one job title. I've explained it a bunch of times already in this video, that there's always something out there, there's always something else you can help with, that you're never limited to just one job position, that you should always go out there and try to do something else, try to add more help, more value to an organization. And the brilliance of networking, the whole family here at Powerplex has been incredibly welcoming. There's been so many opportunities with my own business that I've been able to network to the teams using the facilities just by having a conversation and being yourself. And the whole networking really got put to the test when some of these events began, as just having a conversation, making sure people are enjoying their time, turned into, hey, I have this business, or hey, if you need this done down the road with your business, reach out to me, I'd love to help. What growth have I had personally in my career? I've definitely attacked change head on. So on top of this not starting super smoothly, that I was able to adapt and to change to the different roles that were given to me at the time, and that it really came down to, you know, what's on the other side of that door. Like, why not try something like that? And it really just enhanced my eagerness to try something new. What would I tell my younger self? I would say go out and have that extra conversation. There were so many different people I ran into from the Powerplex family that I would either ask for more advice on, you know, what would you want to see if you were wanting to look up stuff about pickleball, or if you were scrolling on the page and Powerplex came up, what would catch your eye that you would want to see that would make you interested in Powerplex? Having that extra conversation just to help my personal career and what I could provide back to the organization was the most beneficial thing I've had in the entire internship experience so far. So, lastly, I have a little bit of advice. First, for incoming students, definitely try something new. If you've listened or paid attention to any of this video so far, all of this, besides probably the marketing, was brand new to me. And I absolutely enjoyed every bit. Now, I know it's not going to be consistent with every job, but that shouldn't stop you from trying, because you're not going to know if it's a possible career path, if it's something you even like, until you try it. And I'm very hesitant in life on trying new things, but being here at Powerplex really opened my eyes to, not forming walls up before I've treaded the water a little bit. For the other current sports management students, continue to find your path, because I came into this thinking I was going to be more marketing, and now I'm leaving this internship thinking, what's the most I can take on and do different things and find myself in this creative role. I'm not necessarily a marketing student or content creation or a facility manager, but I have the capability to do all these things, and I know there's definitely going to be situations that pop up where I can offer my help in these different situations without being limited to a marketing or facility management. So definitely continue to find what your niche is, what your path is, and just keep going for it, because there's always something out there. And lastly, about the sports management program and courses, you literally cannot go wrong with using UMSL Sports Management. Dr. Baleska has always put her best foot forward in what is our best interest. We come to her with an idea, and she stops what she's doing and she helps you find a connection, an outlet, a place to go, someone to talk to, even if it's just her. She's helped with so many problems. She's helped with so many late night calls, trying to figure out homework, trying to figure out how to reword a resume, write an email, anything applicable to the sports world. Dr. Baleska has done it. Shakina has helped plan classes in the best possible way. She's incredibly easy to talk to. I cannot speak highly enough of UMSL Sports Management. So if you're even thinking about sports management in general, UMSL is going to be your best choice with that. So lastly, thank you for watching this super long video. It was probably a little more drawn out, but I definitely didn't want to miss as much as I could. If you're looking for internships, if you're looking for really any type of job position, there's going to be an opening in some form of Powerplex, and there's opening to expand not only that intended job description, but just your overall expertise on multiple job aspects and being able to test the waters and figure out what you want to do. And lastly, just pursue what your dream is. You pursue your dream job. There's nothing out of context. There's nothing too far that you can't obtain by working for it. And getting into a place like Powerplex, like I have this past fall, is really just going to encourage you to continue to, want to have the career that's best for you, and to continue to try new things and to not be satisfied. Like I know will continue to work with Powerplex in the future. It may not be my main internship, but I'm wanting to be connected because I've grown to love this place so much, and there's so much opportunity to have a career here, but also to continue working to expand what I need to know, what I want to know, and just get more experience through that. So if you guys have any further questions about Powerplex, my experience, or UMSL Sports Management, feel free to contact me. I've listed my number here below. And thanks again for watching this. I know these videos are very drawn out. I tend to talk a lot and ramble, so if you understood any of that, good job. And if not, you can give me a call and I'll give you a little bit simplified rundown or answer any other questions. So thank you guys. God bless.